Hey, this is Clint Burrell, SCS 646 status report. All right, the introduction here. Family activity and movement at school is my intervention. The CSPAP initiative goal of family activity and movement at school is to increase opportunities for youth, their families, and school staff to participate in safe, satisfying, success-oriented activities in a positive and educational environment during the school semester. Basically, what this is trying to say is that there is 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. The gym is open, but not in an open gym setting. It's a reinforcement of what we've been practicing in PE. And so the students, the idea is that they will bring a family member to come to school, and they get to become the teacher to show what they have been practicing in PE and things that they have learned. And then so they're active now in a safe environment. You're at school, and we're as positive as possible. I tell students all the time that we're in the business of picking people up, never putting them down, and so that will obviously be reinforced. The satisfying and success-oriented piece is, basically modifying and differentiation so that everyone can have a chance to complete the skill or build on skills they already have. And then so if you have success in the activity, then the idea is that you want to do that again, and then especially if they're with families and peers, that they can motivate each other to keep on going. So it's 2 hours. It's at the end. It's right in the middle of the semester, and family activity movement at school. The short way of saying that is FAMS, and that's how I'll refer to that for the rest of the slides. Priorities, assumptions, participation, and impact. The FAMS is aligned with the needs assessment of Euclid Middle School. Through the needs assessment, we really didn't touch the community, didn't touch families much, and so this is a good initiative or intervention to include families and someday community members as well. The accountability motivation piece is trying to get students to say that we can hold each other accountable now as families. And some research has shown that the families that are active together will motivate each other, and hopefully kind of make it into a little bit of a lifestyle. School staff, students, and parents, they are the ones who are going to participate and hopefully be impacted through this whole process. So far, work completed, the date is set, and the gym is reserved. This was a bigger hurdle than I thought originally, just because we rent out our gym to YMCA and Gold Crown basketball, and basically every day after school there's our own intramural sports program, all the way until 9 o'clock is any kind of group or team is in there. So just a matter of me in the future getting this onto the schedule early so that we can build and understand when it's going to happen and kind of have something to look forward to, as opposed to trying to fit in the schedule and work through other people around that. I took it to the principal and the teacher leaders. It's a group called the coordinators at school. And it's basically one teacher from every group. So there's a 7th grade representative, 8th grade, 6th grade, elective teachers, special education, school counselors, and the principals. And so FAMS, I presented that to them, and got good support. I wouldn't say overwhelming, but definitely good support in order to get the ball rolling. And then the CSPAP team is also built. That has a special education teacher, myself, and a physical education teacher on the team. And we're hoping to be a monthly meeting group. so that we can refine and build and keep this going. Work in progress is just getting the word out, and advertising to students about what it is and kind of where we're going. So posters and flyers, getting into the school newsletter, announcements, and just kind of getting, having the CSPAP team is huge with this because it's not just coming from the PE department, it's also coming throughout the school. And like I said, we do have support, and I think we should get a pretty good turnout. The next piece is surveying the impact of families and what FAMS means to them about their own moving and how it motivates them or doesn't motivate them, and then just the amount of physical activity they're currently getting, and then if the intervention is actually working. Is it just because it's fun? Is it because it's a safe environment? Is it because families are motivating each other? And just trying to nail down what reasons are around that. And like I said before, the monthly CSPAP meetings are huge around this, and just being able to be on the same page and continue to build as much as possible. Work to be completed: data analysis of participation and survey results. So taking everything that I can collect as far as participation and whatever the survey ends up saying, and then evaluating and seeing what went right and what went wrong, and what we need to change and continue to build on, and just to make sure that we are being as diligent as possible to make this as effective as possible. Advancement improvement areas, and the CSPAP meetings are not monthly just yet. So in order to improve, we need to be a monthly group. Obviously, as with anybody anymore, the scheduling is difficult. Between the two, myself and the other PE teacher, we're coaching 6 sports. I don't want to give a bunch of excuses, but there's just not a ton of time to get together. What we're looking at, though, is in the morning, coming in 45 minutes early, and bringing some breakfast burritos or something just to get people in, and then kind of going through and having our meetings from there. And in the meetings, we can refine FAMS and up the frequency. As of right now, it's the one time, and I can only speculate that having it once a month is going to help more people come and just increase its effectiveness. And so figuring out that and how to get on the schedule early, and like I said, so that we can be locked in and not have to worry about what else is going on at the school at the time. And then exploring other avenues to increase physical activity amongst youth. Is FAMS the biggest bang for our buck? Are we barking up the wrong tree? And what do we need to do to help everyone, all youth, get up to 60 minutes or more per day of activity? The remaining questions here I touched on earlier. Is FAMS the best bang for my buck? The assignment that we did a couple weeks ago with all the research around what was most effective, you couldn't help but see physical activity in the classroom coming up to top of the list, right next to quality physical education and active transportation to school. So just I want to see the results and see what FAMS does, and where do we need to go from here, and what do we need to change. And then the next thing is I don't know what the attendance is going to be next month, and I'm hoping it's good, but what would be the best strategy to get people to come? And schedules are wild these days, and what's going to bring people in, and families, if they have a night off, for them to say, let's go down to school and be active. So it's going to take some trial and error, I imagine, and talking to other professionals to see what the best thing is. But those would be my last two questions there.